Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Roll for Frog, where I did ask if everyone was ready, but it still seemed like Martina was, in fact, not ready. Uh, Today it is Wednesday, my dudes, and that means it's time to roll some dice and listen to the vibes of Pocket Bard. Um, I just have the music on. It's just pleasant. And as you can see on the layout, we now have in the corner over there on that side the dice rolls, so that you can also see it while you're looking at our faces what we actually rolled. And then if we get into combat or anything like that, like you saw in the end of last episode, we'll switch to the actual combat view where you can see the battle map once it becomes relevant. But it's not right now because we're just chatting. I'm feeling a bit crazy because I had another crazy day at university today where I was live, love, young. It was not the vibe. Though it's getting better again. It got worse and now it's getting better again, but university is hard. But we're not here to complain about our real lives. We're here to complain about our fake lives. So, last we left off, if everyone's ready, we we're in the yawning portal, getting into shenanigans. Oh, I should maybe address last week. Blurry couldn't make it, so we just played Among Us. Anyway. Oops. We're back. But last we left off 2 weeks ago, we were in the yawning portal, doing some shenanigans, doing some quests, and winning some faction favor by fighting a bunch of bandits on the street. So each of you has been sort of recommended that if you wanted to join one of the factions present, that you could contact them, or perhaps they would be in contact with you, and that they would send you any additional information about all the stuff you guys recovered. Now remind me, did you give the map to anyone, or did you keep the map?
Nala has the map.
We kept it.
Yes. She hasn't shown it to anybody yet because she sort of tries to do research on her own before she asks about it.
Alright. So what happens is about 1 or 2 days pass, and a letter from the Lord's Alliance comes to each of your houses. Because they have all your information. And for each of you, this letter reads the same, and it sort of details the investigation that they've launched and what they've found so far, which is that locations thought long gone, seemingly, or the rumor goes, that these locations have returned to the plane. So this includes islands, cities that were thought, just disappeared and no one really knows what happened, and now suddenly ships from Evermeet have been spotted on the horizon. Hulruan sky ship. So Hulrua was this great empire in the south that had the best magic items. That was like what they were known for magic items. So their sky ships have started sort of landing at various nearby settlements, and people from Hulrua and from Evermeet have started to sort of reintroduce themselves into society, and it seemed that these people at the Yawning Portal were trying to sort of get the first jump on this news, because there was rumors about a map leading to one of these places, and maybe the map was the only way to get there, but it seems that while this map is still very valuable, these people themselves are making an introduction back into the world. But it's still very mysterious, so there's still some investigation going on, but it'll be more on the magic and mythical side of what actually happened to these cities, and that it doesn't really concern the safety of Waterdeep anymore, and therefore the investigation has been closed. And then you each think, as you look at the logo of the Lord's Alliance on this envelope, about the offer that was made to each of you. To potentially join one of the factions, which would give you a little bit of an income, but it would also require some work. It's an actual job, so I think if you really want to do that, or if you want to focus on your own life for now. And I'm first going to ask Blossom, if there are any particular things you would have done between that night in the streets outside in Waterdeep and this morning when you are getting ready to meet up with your friends to maybe go to the carnival and anything that happened in the 2 days in
Mm,
between.
she probably would have um, told her parents what happened. Like they said, guards would probably show up at the house, and if she felt like her parents might want to know why.
Hmm.
And
So, what are Blossom's parents like? How do you think they would react to this news?
um, I feel they would be a little shocked, but also happy to know that she's safe and not unconscious somewhere, which is always good.
Hmm.
Um, Probably also very encouraging to talk to her mentor about the fact that she's jumping the gun on a decision and not telling anyone else. Um, so yeah, she would probably also have went by the church and done like a little talk with Lydia, her mentor, about all of stuff that also happened and about making decisions and talking to people about decision making process and stuff.
Hmm. So, do you feel like this happened off screen, or would you like to run a scene? Because I want to
No,
give you this. Are you alright?
I'm okay with not talking about that. If
Sure.
like,
I mean, I'm gonna leave that up to you. You know, sometimes I
mhm,
feel like as a player, I'm like, yeah, and then I go to the store and I buy some things, and then the DM starts like,
mhm.
okay, so you walk into the store, and the store owner says, hello, good morning. I'm like, yeah, I was just trying to buy some things. Like, we don't have to roleplay this. So I want to just ask, like, do you want a scene, or do you want to just say, I asked for advice, I made up my mind, this is what happened, and that's absolutely fine.
Yeah, maybe like think about like the advice that
Mm.
she would have given. Maybe that would be nice because I cannot think about something she
All
would have
right,
said
so
herself.
in that case, you go to find Lydia, who is your sort of mentor at the Church of Sune.
Mhm.
So you head over to the Waterdavian Church of Sune, which I definitely looked up information about before, and I have maybe forgotten. And I don't want to make shit up, because that makes me sad. So I'm going to Google it. As DM, I'm not ashamed to admit when I make mistakes. The Temple of Beauty is a temple to Suna. It stands in the Sea Ward next to a villa. It's a rather lavish temple. It stands 3 stories tall. It is constructed of marble, gold, and silver, and contains many statues of Suna. Um, and yeah, you find Lydia there. Can you describe, is Lydia, her age, her appearance, how she would behave in a moment of idleness where no one is talking to her?
Um.
I can make something up, but she's your NPC, so like, what do you
Yeah.
see in your mind's eye?
She's a half elfin, a lady with like very long, wavy hair. She probably when she's not doing anything, she probably would be just kind of um, trying to make sure that everything is going well inside, kind of observing, making sure that people are okay, everything's going like according to procedure, kind of that type of stuff.
Mm.
She would be, she would look like she's maybe in her early 30s.
All right. Do you think the way she is commanding people around is on a scale of like 1 to 10? How would you say how commanding she is?
Um, I think it would depend on how pissed off she is at the person.
Mhm. All right.
Um, yeah, so she can be chill, but also very much if she's not agreeing with whatever you're trying to do there, she's very much like, no, this is not working. You're gonna do this differently.
Mhm. All right, I see. So as you walk in, you see that there are currently 4 acolytes up on the far end of the church, practicing like a pose. like a very sort of elegant, hand movement, sort of with a little bit of a floatiness to it. And you can see Lydia is just walking around. She has one of those sticks that ballet teachers have for some reason, and you're sort of wondering if they need a walking stick or if it's just there for show. And she sort of taps it on the floor in front of one of the acolytes, who sort of does make like a very little like scare for a moment, and then she goes, "Put your toe out more. Put your more. What kind of shoes are you wearing? Hang on, sit down." And she like starts inspecting the shoe, and she goes, "I see. What you need to get is shoes that have a separate heel and a separate part for the front of the foot. It allows you to stretch it more elegantly." And you see this boy is like nodding. These kids look to be like 14, 15 years old. 2 boys, 2 girls, probably like in a dance class together. And this is real advice. If you're dancing as a guy, you need shoes that have 2 separate parts on the soles, because it allows you to stretch your toe farther. So she is in the middle of sort of giving him this advice, and then she stands back up and then says, "Again, from the start," and then sort of hears your footsteps likely as you enter, and she turns around. "Ah, Blossom, I didn't know we had a meeting today. I'm sorry."
No, just some things happened, and I thought maybe I would run it by you, because that seemed like a smarter decision than I was making. So
she does learn! Yay! Alright, so. Yes, I have time. Do it 5 more times, and if I see you stop, you will do it 10 more times. You see all of them sort of nod, and she walks over. She says, "Alright, what's up?"
So, last night we were in the yawning portal, and
Oh, I heard some things went down there.
yeah, some things did. I don't know what did, because I was unconscious for a lot of the night.
I hear what you're saying. Is that your cat? Meow.
I guess.
Did it sleep outside? Because it does not look healthy.
No, it slept in the living room.
She walks over to one of the statues of Suna, and there is sort of a little drawers and things everywhere. And she pulls out a small brush, and she walks back over and she holds it out to you. "Brush this cat. You can't have something with you that's looking like that."
No.
"I'm sorry." "And what do we put on our face?" "A happy smile, that's right. Alright. It makes you look so much prettier, sweetheart." So, I also heard you say it didn't go too well for you then. Do we need to train more? Because I feel like you're already pretty much on point with your training. It must have not really gone in your favor then.
Yeah, I just didn't think, I guess. Also didn't pay attention to what was being said, and then went up there because I wanted to do something nice for my friend because he was having a bad night. So, and then that guy said some really strange stuff, and I could not keep my nose out of his business, and just, yeah.
One of the most elegant things a lady can do is know everything that's going on and use it to her advantage. Sounds like you knew what was going on but did not use it to your advantage.
Well, no, I just kind of forgot about that room, and then I got a little hurt.
What do you need from me? I can spew words at you, but if you're not sure what you want, or what happened, or what to do, then I'm not sure how to give you advice. Do you want more training? Is that why you're here?
Kind of.
Intense.
Yes.
Alright. I suppose I could schedule you in, but you'll have to take over my dance class. These kids, they could use someone like you.
Alright.
And then you can use that as payment for my extra training, for my time.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. You see, the best way to learn is to teach.
I'm sure that makes sense somewhere at some point.
It is, you see. If you understand something truly, it means you are able to explain it to others. Therefore, the best way to learn is to teach.
Yes, but how do I teach if I don't know?
Oh, you know this. We've gone over this
Yes, I
multiple
do.
times. And she
Yes.
points over, and you see them do the exact things you've been doing since you were 7, you know, when you first sort of started going here. So, I don't doubt you'll do excellent.
Alright.
Did you also want any advice, or?
That would have been nice, yes. Maybe, like,
Alright, don't...
because my friends were there, so maybe I just...
So, my advice would be, in a situation where you lose your cool, or where you act before you think, quite a... I don't want to call it an ugly behavior, but it's not the prettiest. Perhaps take some time to reflect after something like this happens. I can tell you all the cliches, count to 10, and, you know, do your pose and whatever. The most important is to reflect and learn what you did, and how you feel about it, and how you want to go forward now that this has happened. And I like the best way to reflect is to sit in front of a mirror and stare at oneself, and she sort of rubs her hand across sort of your face where there's probably still some, you know, scarring or, you know, bruises from the fight, and sort of look at what happened and make sure it doesn't happen again, because we don't want any blemishes, do we?
No. That would reflect badly, of course.
Yes. But my advice rings true. Think about what happened and how it makes you feel, and how it makes you look. And if you want that to happen again, and if not, how you're going to do things differently next time.
Alright.
Alright. Every person is free to make their own choices, so I'm not going to make your choices for you, but I'm going to judge them.
Wouldn't have wanted anything else, to be fair.
That's what I'm for. It's what I was born to do. Judge children on their mistakes. She says with a wink. No, you're doing it wrong! And she gets up and she heads over to the children that are on the stage. They immediately sort of let go of each other, scared, and she sort of like starts tapping the floor. But I imagine this like marble tile floor. So as she's tapping it with the stick, this sort of loud sound rings through the chapel every time. Honestly, I'm going to ask someone from the Church of Lyra to come teach you some dance moves. She's getting a little angry. Is this the advice that Blossom was looking for?
I feel like if you're looking for a certain advice, you're not gonna get what you wanted anyway, because that's not how advice usually tends to work. You just get, you maybe don't want to hear it, but you get something that's more helpful than what you want to know or hear.
Alright. And so you pack your bag, perhaps, to go to the carnival? What does Blossom put in her bag? What do you think I go to a carnival and I bring, you know, type of thing?
Hairspray.
Hairspray, very important item. Sure, just sort of something that sort of symbolizes your character. The thing I always bring is umbrella, because I'm always scared it's gonna rain, even if it's the sunniest day of the year, you know? So hairspray, I like it. Alright, then I want to go to Nola. I'm just gonna go around the way that the face cams are lined out. Between that night out on the streets of Waterdeep and this morning getting ready to go maybe to the carnival or at least to hang out with your friends, has anything happened in between for Nola? Have you talked to your parents about anything? Have you sort of,
Yes, I imagine she would explain what happened. Because they would find out anyway. I mean, there are merchants, they talk with a lot of people, they would know that something happened on the Yawning Portal, and they knew that she was there. So, to avoid the scolding later, she would tell them everything that happened. Maybe omitting some of the more dangerous details, not to worry them too much, and without spoiling any secrets that aren't to be spoiled. But just generally calm them down that she's fine, but also suggesting that this might not be the last time. And yes, she would, after her maybe failed exam in Dwarvish rules, um, the next morning, she would try to, like, late afternoon, but not evening yet, get back to the Yawning Portal and look for free strings.
all right. So, you go back to the Yawning Portal, but I want to ask briefly if there's anyone else that is also going to the Yawning Portal. All right. Would you mind running the scene together, or would you prefer to run it at a time where Nola is alone?
I don't mind.
Sure. So as you come to the Yawning Portal, you see coming up the street from the other side, also heading for the Yawning Portal, one Fletcher.
Hey, Fletch.
What are you doing here?
I was gonna ask the same thing. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to ask, because if you're here why the same reason I'm here, I don't think we should be open about it.
I mean, I don't know why you're here, but if you hear but if you are here for what I think you are here, then maybe we shouldn't talk about it.
Okay. I'm gonna count to 3, and on 3 we say it. If it's the same thing, then
we
great.
shouldn't
If
say
no, it's
it.
gonna get really awkward.
But we shouldn't say it. Probably. Wait, pen and quill, paper and quill. Tears it up a little bit. Okay, you write it down, and I write it down.
Okay, sure.
Afterwards, we burn the paper.
On it.
Okay.
Nola just drew 3 lines. That's it, like a number 3 in Roman numbers.
Nick's just making a music note.
You got it?
I think I got it. You're ordering 3 burgers.
Yes. And you have a music note. I think we're here for the same
We're
thing.
here for the same thing.
And
Should we go in together?
yeah, sure. Just place the paper on the pavement.
On the where?
On the floor. Just put it on the ground.
On the floor. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Should I bury
And
it?
no, take a step back. Come on. I'm not that dumb.
Take a step back.
And I'm gonna firebolt the papers.
Whoa. A little
You
bit
s-
excessive, don't you think?
You told me to burn it. That is the quickest way I know.
Sure. No problem. Ashes to ashes.
Yep. But we can go together.
Yeah, sure.
Worst case scenario, we're both gonna get rejected. I mean, at least in a good company, and we can get drink afterwards.
That's good. But tea, right? Going in.
All right. So as you head in, this music is getting a little bit dark, so I'm gonna change it back to some maybe happier music. Let's see. Ah, that sounds fine. You head into the Yawning Portal on like a weekday evening. So you see there are many patrons currently enjoying a dinner after a long day's work. You see that there's 2 groups of rowdy adventurers who are trying to outbrag each other. So you see currently there's a dwarf standing on a table who's regaling the story of their latest adventure, and you see the other group is sort of like, yeah, whatever, and they're like getting ready to like out adventure them essentially. You see many patrons are sort of entertained by this and paying attention, and some children like, wow, do you think that's true, mama? And there's a rambunctious atmosphere out in the Yawning Portal. And you do see quietly stringing away on the stage, sort of just sitting on the stage, even not even standing, because he respects when someone is trying to do a thing, right? So he's just sort of quietly providing some music, some ambience for the room. 3 Strings is there, yes.
Maybe we can just grab a table
Yeah, I think we
and
should
see what
make
happens.
maybe a little bit isolated table in the corner.
Sounds fine.
Just
Sure.
walking
Do you want
there,
something to drink?
making it obvious that he sees us. Right? And ordering something to drink, yeah, that's a good one.
Sure, you order something to drink.
Some tea.
Hot tea.
Sure. Are you going for a fruity tea or a herbal tea?
Uh,
Herbal.
a fruity.
Sure. So you get sort of a different types of teas. Bonnie comes over with this box of teas, and you sort of each pick one and have some hot water. It's excellent. So you sit somewhere where Three Strings might see you. Do you do anything to draw his attention, or do you just sit there and hope that he notices you?
I would say that Nona will try to observe the situation because if he is about to perform on stage, she's not gonna call him over. But if he's just vibing and he doesn't notice them for like a long period of time, she would try to wave him down.
Sure. So you see that he is not really getting ready for like a big performance. He's just sort of casually stringing in the background. But he does sort of spot you guys as you are both staring at him, or at least Nola is staring at him, as you just said. I'm looking to see. So he'll just sort of give you a wink and then just continue playing his instrument. So he did notice you.
Okay, I don't think he knows we are here for him.
I think he does. Give him some credit.
I mean, if you're gonna keep staring at the illusion, he definitely will. And you look over and you see Three Strings is sitting at your table. But but the one that's sitting at your table has a mustache on.
That's a good
Have
one.
you been here? I mean, I've been present. It's amazing, but how long?
I was waiting for you guys to say something at least. Trying to figure out what the plan was.
Well, we didn't want to interrupt you.
Mm.
In case you were about to perform. I mean,
No, I'm not gonna outperform these dwarves. Tall
yeah,
tales are very hard to beat.
That's
I know
fair.
this from experience.
So
So why are you staring at me? Not
I think
that
you
I
know.
mind.
No, it's because you're an amazing bard and we love watching your work.
Thank you. Is it because you wish to talk to those who harp?
That is also true.
Concerning the invitation. I see. Well, we do not just let anyone in, but a good recommendation from someone who knows that you're somewhat capable and at least trustworthy goes a very long way.
That's why we went to look for you and not just try to apply from outside.
Yes.
Assuming there is a way of application.
There's no real way to apply. More, look at it like a way to earn trust and renown, if you will. Those who harp are not an organization out to make profit. We are here to bring safety and the knowledge for people that there is someone out there looking for them or looking out for them. Both ways, I guess, looking for them if they're bad and then looking out for them if they're good. Anyway, I'm trying to make it sound more mysterious than it really is. No, it's not like a thing you can apply for. There's no, like, we will reach out. You have my recommendation. I will leave it with the right people. And if you perform well, you will see more and more things start to open up to you. And that's when it's gonna get really interesting. But you guys are just kids, so don't worry about it too much. Do what you're asked, and ask the right questions. We are not a no questions asked type of organization. If you get a task, and you think something's wrong, you point it out. That's how you show that you got grit, and that you got what it takes. There will be tests, and you will not know it's a test until after you're done.
So it's the type of you know it when you see it kind of quest. No one looks at Fletch.
And then he disappears. And you start to wonder if he was the illusion or if that is the illusion.
Should I respond? I think he might be still listening to us.
Oh, he will listen.
Yep.
And if it's not him, it's others.
Anyway, I am up for this challenge. I mean, just the idea is exciting. Also, the idea of the organization also really speaks to me.
Great responsibility and doing something good in the world.
But also on a small scale. Like, we can actively help in everyday things and everyday people that we meet. It's not like a grand scheme. I mean, it probably is as well. But it also relates to the little things and just regular people, and I think that's great.
Fletcher just thinks back about all the hardships that he sees around him every day with people. Yeah. Helping people sounds amazing.
By the way, how are you holding up? If you want to talk about it.
If possible, not here. Can
Sure
we go
thing.
for a stroll?
The weather's great today.
Just drinking the tea, burning the mouth.
Why would you? No, I'm gonna drink my tea peacefully because I want to drink this tea. It's a really good tea. We can talk
Alright.
about something else in the meantime.
Fletcher, as you finish your tea, you see that there's actually a little note inside your tea.
Amazing. I just take it out, opening it.
Sure. You see that there is, in a very sort of curly handwriting, a message that's perfectly preserved, even though it's wet and soggy and in boiling hot water. And it reads, Harper's work against villainy and wickedness, wherever they find it, but their work is ever mindful of the consequences of what they do.
Oh, I fold it up and slide it to Nola.
Do you think it is also meant for me or just for you?
I don't know. At this point, let's share. I trust you.
Well, he did say it's about asking questions, and I believe that might be the answer, so. No, I will take it up and read it.
Sure, you see that message.
Yep.
Harper's work against villainy and wickedness wherever they find it, but they work ever mindful of the consequences of what they do.
See, that's logical. That's why I like it.
I mean, sure, short-term consequences are easy to see. Long-term, I mean, sometimes it might be even for the greater good.
Do you think they always see the long term?
I hope so.
As Nova thinks back to last night and summoning demon and a lot of shady things that were going on. I do hope so. And then she finishes up her tea, not to burn herself, but she's also curious if she got the letter.
Sure, there is no little note in your tea.
Either they like you more or it was for both of us. I'm gonna assume the latter just for the sake of my ego.
You're the smart one. I probably need more explanation. That's why I got the letter.
Maybe it was a lesson for Fletcher after something that happened very recently.
Yep.
Nola probably figured this out, but she's not gonna point it.
Sure. So since this is technically still Nola's scene, is there anything else that you think she would do in this time except flunk her dwarvish exam?
Yes. She would try to determine whether the map is actually the map and not like a copy or anything like that within her guild, but as much as possible without informing others of what she has. Because after the letter from the Lord Alliance, she also knows that this is something valuable. And Nola doesn't just want to go around shouting like, hey, I got it here, just come and steal it, I guess. So she would do secret research on the topic.
Sure, so what she's trying to figure out is who made the map? Like what specifically about the map are you trying to learn?
Yep, mostly whether it's the original and then also probably how old is it? Because that's just interesting for her, and maybe try to read it off a little better to get as much information from it as possible.
Alright, so what I'm hearing is an investigation check for figuring out if this is the original. A history check to see if you can find any older versions, perhaps. And then another investigation check to see if you can memorize details. I think this is the three things you mentioned, yes?
Yep.
Alright.
Maybe not memorize, but like read into it to understand it fully. Because maps tend to be complicated sometimes.
Sure. So on your first investigation check, you just look up like what is Evermeet, and like, some of the other islands you see on this map, and some of these islands are just islands that are clearly out there. I mean, can't imagine that any 18 to 20-year-old knows all the islands out in the ocean, you know? So Evermeet is on some of the maps you find, and it's not on some of the other maps you find. And every map that it is on, it is placed somewhere else. And the shape of the island is also sort of just like an egg, where all the other islands are sort of detailed. Like, people know it's there, but they don't know what it looks like or where it is exactly.
Okay.
You can't really find out if this is like an original map or if this is, you know, like a copy of a copy of a copy. But it does catch your attention that this is like the outline, the way that the island looks is detailed, and the sort of routes around it are very like specific, and you don't find any maps, at least at the guild, that are like it. I would say you don't find anything extra that you haven't already noticed about the map. Like I said, the routes and sort of the way that it's laid out.
Alright, thank you.
Is this the information you were looking for?
Yeah, pretty much.
All
I
right.
just wanted to learn as much about it as possible without involving other people.
Right. Flair.
I think in the meantime, Flair will try to get as much information from her father about the whole situation when she can, and
Alright.
well, try to find someone from Order of the Gauntlet to try to sneak in.
Sure. So how do you think your father would react to this news where you go, yeah, I was at the yawning portal and there this and this happened? Or do you not tell him the details? How do you think what happens?
Well, at first she wanted not to tell him, but he got worried, so well, out of guilt mostly, she would tell him, and he was not pleased. We can even say he was really maybe not surprised but disappointed.
Sure.
And well, he wouldn't really tell her much detail other than yeah, well, we have this. Doesn't mean that she didn't press kind of during like dinners or something.
Alright. So I imagine at a dinner at Flair's house, there's this long table, and the father sits at the one end and Flair sits all the way at the other one. Or do you think Flair would sit near the father? Near her father?
Near the father.
Yeah, near her father.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can definitely see as you're telling the story, sort of like grips his knife a little harder and then cuts into the pheasant a little bit more aggressively, but then sort of, you know, tries to calm himself. And Flair gets the idea. Maybe he's thinking about like, I was just like her when I was a teenager. God, what am I gonna do? Just a little bit, just a little bit. He's trying not to show it, but he is a little bit. You said that you're trying to get more information from your father about the situation. So can you tell me why you think your father would have this information?
Well, she really just wants to get the general knowledge, and given that he works with the guards, he might not get the case, but he might hear something. Well, something that did not go public for sure, and she might just get a little bit of it.
Hmm. Sure. So since you're inquiring, He says, well, I mean, can't tell you too much about it, because I don't want to get you into more trouble. But, it's not looking friendly out there, let's call it that. Right? More and more people are just in it for themselves. And they're just trying to make it for themselves and not think about the bigger picture, not think about others. And these sort of organizations form, right? That work together for their own gain. It's not looking too good, but I wouldn't be worried. I mean, we got the best men on the case. So. But yeah, what happened that night? It looks like multiple groups were sort of after the same thing. At least the City Watch is pretty convinced that they didn't get what they were looking for. So we're still trying to investigate exactly what it was, but those thuggish people are not trying to let go of any information just yet. And even if they did, I wouldn't tell you.
True. I mean, you can always suggest something.
I suggest something to you about what happened.
Or the information you might get.
Are you still friends with that Fletcher kid?
Yeah. What about him?
Well, I've been informed that the company you arrested had a mage that was that fell in the fight, which you know is against the law of the city. I don't think you should be hanging out with these types of people that don't think about consequences of their actions.
Okay, look. Fletcher did nothing wrong. Look, we were in a fight, and the fight got feisty. And from what I know, and I don't remember that because, well, I was on the floor. He got a permission, so he did nothing wrong. Okay.
He got permission from who?
Well, what was her name? The ladies.
The ladies. I see.
Jeffrey?
I know exactly who you mean. And he pulls off a leg from the turkey that he had been cutting, and he just fucking pulls it off. I know not who you mean. Explain further.
Look, I don't remember really her name.
Would Claire remember her name?
Well, yeah, she would, but she tries to, well...
Oh, okay.
Not to.
Sure, if you think Fleur would try to. Her name is Severa Bella Pimenta. But she introduced herself as Severa, I believe, so. So think, child, think.
Her name. Nope, does not ring a ring.
Alright,
a bell?
But she gave
Something.
she gave you authority. She was a member of the City Watch.
She was a member of something, I guess, City Watch. Look, you know how I am with informations, though.
So what you're saying is you're extorting your own father for more information. And only then will you tell me what actually happened last night?
Well, I beat guys.
I have never been prouder of you! An extra round of dessert! You hear like a little bell from the kitchen as they start making an extra round of dessert. He says, there's new organizations. Organizations we ain't never heard of before. So we're looking into them. We're trying to figure out who they are. They have weird names like Cats of War. And it makes me think, Cats of War? Why would you not go like Tigers of War or something, right? But new organizations popping up here and there. We're not quite sure yet if they're affiliated or not. So that's what your pops is looking into right now for the City Watch, you know. Now you tell me your thing.
Well, I know that guys were bad, and I knocked them out good. So
no, tell me about the woman. Tell me about the woman, Claire. I deserve to know.
Well, she was the one.
Just like Claire, he has like fire hair and a fire beard. Is this correct, or am I assuming wrong?
Yeah.
It's just flaring brightly.
No, he was not you. He was a human. Yeah.
He is? Alright.
There's mother.
But you can see
Yeah.
the fire burns in his eyes. He says, "You have to tell me! I deserve to know!"
Well, first of all, she was sure a woman. That I know.
She was a woman. Yes, she is usually the pronoun used for women.
Usually.
That's why I said typically I have been educated on this. Now, was she working for the city guard? Or the city watch? Which one was it?
Something, surely something. She had a permission, so I guess it was something like that.
Flair, sweetheart, I deserve to know. I told you my information. This is not how it works. I already asked for extra
And
dessert. I deserve this.
I don't remember the information though.
Do you say this in character and then you don't remember? Alright.
In character.
So you know what this means, right?
No dessert?
Oh no, we're still getting dessert. I already asked for it and I want that dessert. No, we have to do a Sudoku tonight and then a puzzle. We have to do more mind exercises. I'm sure this will work.
No.
I know, it's not fun for me either. No, I don't like doing it, but we need to train somehow, sweetheart. You can't just be all muscle. You need to be the smart one so that you don't end up like me. Alright? I need you to be excellent. I need you to be great. You cannot just do that by being strong. I know you're strong. You're so strong. I'm so proud of you, but you need to be smart too. And not smart like book smart, because I know you got a friend for that. And you always need to have good friends in good places. And she's book smart, and I like her. And you got... But you need something, sweetheart. You can't just be forgetting names of people you met literally yesterday.
Adrenaline?
What did you say? I literally didn't hear.
Adrenaline? I don't remember because of adrenaline.
Adrenaline. That's not gonna fly. We're gonna do a puzzle and a Sudoku tonight. I'm getting a 3-star out for you. And then I'm gonna do a 1-star. And then that night he pulls out a very nice puzzle. A puzzle that you have already made 10 times. But your father keeps taking it apart and you have to do it all over. So you keep getting faster at it, but you're not sure if this is really helping. And a Sudoku that you can roll an intelligence check for me, please. Unless you want to unless you want to tell him.
I don't want to tell him.
You do not want to tell him, alright? So then he's, as a punishment, he's forcing you to make a Sudoku. It takes you all night. You go to bed at midnight. When you write down the final number, you made a mistake halfway into the Sudoku. And you know how it is. You get almost all the way to the end and then you're like, wait, literally the final number doesn't line up. So you spend 2 hours trying to fix your mistake. But this is, you did not use a pencil. You used a pen. So you're scratching out numbers and then writing it small next to it. And then at some point, because you rolled a 3, at some point your dad brings you like a hot chocolate. He's like, I'm so proud of you. And you reach out to grab the hot chocolate while your dad is still there. And you knock it over and it sort of covers half of the Sudoku. You rolled a 3. It's not going well for you this night.
Oh my god.
Do you want to do anything else? Or was that it?
No, I just want to go to sleep because of the Sudoku miserable.
Alright, so were you interested in talking to anyone from Order of the Gauntlet, or are you just done?
Well, she would, but somewhere in between days.
Sure, you don't want to run it?
That's not.
Alright, so the thing about Order of the Gauntlet that I will tell you is they also believe that faith is one of the best defenses against evil. So likely you would contact someone from the Order of the Gauntlet at a temple for one of these sort of warrior gods. So you could go to a temple of Tempest, who is the god of war, which I would not advise because then you might get some bad advice if you go there, but you know, whatever Flair's into. Or you could go to temple of, oh now I have to say all my names correctly, Tyr, who is a goddess of, a god of protection. Or you could go to some of the other ones. There's more of them. I would advise you, if you are interested in this, Flair, that you look them up. See if one of them is like, this looks like a place where I could contact the Order of the Gauntlet. And the thing about the Order of the Gauntlet, great challenges require heroic demonstrations of strength and valor. It is justified to punish an act of evil, but not a thought or feeling of evil. And these are things to keep in mind if you are interested in joining the Order of the Gauntlet, and if you go to talk to someone
Alright.
of the Order of the Gauntlet at one of these places. This is sort of the summary of what they would tell you.
Alright.
Fletch, we sort of already ran your little scene with 3 strings, but I am curious if there's anything else Fletcher does in these 2 days after this happens, after the 2 of you get home that night. If you talk to anyone about what happened, or if you just sort of don't.
I mean, at a certain point, if Garrick is a little bit up for it, I would talk with him about what happened. Just to recap the whole shitstorm that happened from the moment we went to the bar. Fill him in to what happened with Nola in the wizard's room. How terrible the planning was. The most epic sliding through out the window. I mean, I exaggerate that a lot. I mean, it was with a triple flip, of course. And after that, the whole combat, where I really specify that it wasn't my intention to shoot and kill. Which Fletcher believes in his head, and he prays that Garrick, well, prays the wrong word. He really hopes that Garrick also believes that.
Well, Fletch, you shouldn't forget that not only was I also there, but I did also attack that person. I was prepared to stop that person. I was just not able to hit her. If I was just a little bit more to the right, you wouldn't have these problems now, and I would actually feel better if that would happen, because I know it hurts you a lot. So it would probably stick with you a lot, but I know it wasn't your intention. I know it.
I really aimed for the leg. I am sure I aimed for the leg.
It was heavy wind. It was heavy. It was. I know it wasn't your intention. And all we can do now is continue on with our lives instead of just. No, I'm not a holy man or even smart. I'm just. We have to live with it, and I will be with you all the way anyway. I was very shocked at the same time at that night, so I'm sorry that I was so quiet, but
I understand.
no,
Do you think I have to tell Mom?
let's not. She only worries, and well, as long as you always told me you try to better yourself and want to work more in a more, let's call it, honorable thing. I think if that part turns you around, we don't have to tell her yet. She's working too hard anyway, and that would maybe just hurt her, and well, also maybe she will be hurt if we tell her at some point and she thinks we didn't tell her then, but I don't know. I can just tell you I wouldn't tell her, but you have to choose for yourself.
I'll sleep about it a little more. As he kind of crawls into the top of the bunk bed, takes out his trusted notebook, and puts the little piece of paper from the Harpers in there. And just calligraphs it down in the notebook.
Sure.
Gary just puts his head on the bunk bed on top and is like, just his head is like this, and please don't forget they actually did try to kill us. And then just slinks back down.
It helps a little bit to lower the pit that is in his stomach. And that's it.
Alright. I feel like we talked about this last time as well. We typecast your mom, but I forgot. Didn't we make
Yeah.
a joke about what your guys' mom was like, and then...
Yeah, and we thought about it last time, but we didn't remember.
I
But I still don't. It just gets
remember.
further away.
Then we said we were gonna watch the video back, and then we didn't do it.
didn't. But I feel like she was very happy type of person. Like,
She was sweet.
yeah, I remember.
Hardworking, sweet woman.
Right,
Sweet,
sort of like a
hardworking.
Molly Weasley type woman is what I imagined for your guys' mom.
Yeah, I guess.
On a
Really?
little bit rough times.
Sure. I mean,
That is
but-
Muzi.
it's her. All right, we got it. All right, so then I'll go to Garrick.
So, Garrick would obviously also get the notification, but would just realize it's not for him. He isn't interested in joining any faction per se because he has his own dreams, and this would just get in the way. At the same time, obviously, he needs to make money, but this is what he realizes, I need to make more money when he gets that thing and just decides for himself he doesn't want to. So he would go into other taverns in Waterdeep, as there are probably a lot of them, and would just try to get a gig and on a night at that time, but is very excited also for the carnival that is about to come, so he would try to get money for that, which also ruins his whole plan to be more mature by earning money. He just wants to spend it on the carnival.
All right. Can you just roll a performance check just to see if you got a
Sure.
little bit of extra pocket money for the carnival?
Can
Sure.
I help?
Is Blossom
Garrick
there?
can I help? If I'm allowed to be there, can I
What?
help him with my entertainer's background? Am I allowed to help my friend?
Let's see. So, what happens is, do you guys meet up? Like, do you send like a little note for Blossom, like, hey, I'm gonna be at this tavern tonight if you want to come hang, like?
If Garrick would send out a message, it would be for Blossom because we do chill a lot.
Sure.
It's like, if I get a gig, it's like I got a gig in the Blue Jack. It's like in a castle ward somewhere. It's just a little tavern thing.
All right, Blossom, can you make what are you good at? You're good at charisma, right? You're yeah.
Yes.
So can you make a persuasion check for me?
Sure.
All right.
Not bad.
I was gonna set DC at 10 to like help someone else out with their thing,
Mhm.
right? So you get this like, yeah, I'm gonna be at the Blue, whatever tavern, and you're thinking, and you sort of think back to something your mom said maybe 2 days ago, where it's like, oh yeah, there's this band over there, and they're playing sort of this week now that the carnival's in town, blah blah. But their drummer is just ass, and I think he's under the weather. And you're thinking like, they might need a better drummer.
Mhm.
I might know someone. So, what I think is the help that Blossom offers here with her entertainer's background and the knowledge that she has about things going on in the trades ward instead of the castle ward. Garrick has shot a message back to like, it's literally the note you send, but I imagine Blossom just crossed out the tavern you were gonna be at and then writes down the name of the other tavern and then
Yes.
draws a little cat in the corner to make sure that it was her that sent you this note and not anyone else.
Why the cat?
How else would Blossom sign her note?
I think she would like draw a little rose in the corner and then send it back.
Yeah, flowers makes one.
Mm.
Hates cats.
Or cats.
Sorry, I didn't want to make assumptions. I shouldn't have.
Oh.
Alright.
Alright.
So you meet up there, and you do see that there is a drummer currently playing, but he's like, every 15-20 seconds he's like sneezing, so he has to stop drumming, and then he has to continue. You can see the rest of the band is really annoyed by this.
Hmm. See?
You really?
Hmm?
Why is he playing if he's sick? That's not smart.
Because every band needs a drummer.
Also, I imagine their type of music is Panic at the Disco. I decided it now.
So I just have to keep rhythm, I guess. I guess I
The fact
can.
that you picked that band, and I know like every little part of the history of that band.
I do not. This is the type of music that they are playing, alright? I will come up with a different band name. So they are Fermented in the Void. That's the name of the band.
Nice.
There you go.
They have incredible makeup on.
Sure. Yeah, it is like a bit like, yeah, it's like a Christian rock band, you know? It's like
Oh, God.
light rock.
Yeah, if they will take a break, I'm sure. Or between takes, I would go up to them.
You see two of them immediately go up to the drummer like, God damn it, Harry, you're really bad tonight, man. Come on, just get it together. He's like, oh guys, I think I got some type of... Listen, Harry, we need you. We need you. You can't just be like this. We need a good drummer for tonight, man. We're trying to make money here. He says, I think I have to go home, guys. I don't think I can do this anymore. Come on. How are we gonna get a new drummer? We're already here tonight. We're already playing the gig, man. We're supposed to be booked for the whole week. What are we gonna do? You see them sort of talk amongst each other. Maybe I could play the drums. No, you cannot play the drums, man. You don't even know a snare drum from a bass drum. You stupid fool. I guess I could play the drums, but I'm also singing, and that's like really hard to do at the same time.
Yeah.
Drumming and singing. So I don't think I can do it. Man, how are we gonna get a drummer? We'll do autographs at the end, kid. Skedaddle, scram.
He's a
scram.
drummer.
I heard you need a drummer.
Yeah.
You
I
are?
was told. I was just like with a camera, which is on your back, and you have the strap. I just swing around my drum like.
Kid plays the bongos. Cute. Do you play drums?
It's a giant drum.
Sure, it's one drum.
Yeah.
So he says bongos.
Yeah.
So do you play drums?
Yeah.
Full
of course.
kit.
Sure.
Not a single drum, a full kit.
Yeah, I like this more, but of course.
Okay, show us what you get.
Right. And just see the little stool and just switch it out with a very heavy one out of wood.
Yep.
That's better. And just sit there and like.
You got your own sticks?
For my drum, I think I need other ones if you have some for this one.
Harry, give him your stick! He pulls out the stick, one of them is covered in snot.
Maybe clean those before you.
Just take my own tunic, like.
No.
Alright. Spin him around.
Alright, play it in thirds.
Alright. Then I just start drumming.
Sure, make a performance check. With advantage.
Alright. 25.
Nice.
Nice.
You fucking drop a sick beat. It's excellent. Immediately as you start like just dropping this beat, the patrons already start to quiet down, thinking that the band is like back on. He's like, you know, kid, you're in the band. You got your solo. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Good luck. Then they go smoke outside.
Thanks, Willow. This is no.
Who?
Blossom. Sorry. It's like, you know,
Good.
I think of flowers and I got confused.
A willow is not a flower.
Isn't
No.
It's a tree.
what did I eat yesterday? Okay. Thank you,
What did you
Blossom.
eat yesterday?
Alright. Yeah, you have a sick gig. For this session that we're gonna be playing from now on. Welcome, it's been an hour, but we've done it. You each would have the money that you have from your background. Everyone that joined a faction would get to add 3 gold pieces, and Garrick gets to add 5 gold pieces.
Ooh. A lot.
And Blossom gets nothing because she said,
Nothing.
yeah, I'll teach her extra classes for free. So that's what Blossom's doing. But yeah, I did ask Blossom, what are you packing? But I didn't ask anyone else what specifically you are bringing if you were going to like a carnival for a day. So what would Nola bring if she was going to a carnival? What is definitely in her bag, like her staple thing?
Like a big bottle of water
A large bottle of water, sure.
and some snacks, but the snacks that are shareable so that they are for other people as well.
So you have like Kit Kats, you can like break them.
Yeah. And then like first aid kit, but like with band-aids, colorful band-aids. But
So
they don't do
what I'm
much,
hearing
but they
is
are there.
Lola has a full-on Eastpak backpack, right? Not a small little bag that you would bring to a carnival that's light. She has like a full backpack with a first aid kit in it.
She's prepared for the whole day.
Excellent. Flair.
This is just Martha.
That is me speaking.
Flair would just forget their bag. I mean, no, I'm kidding.
I mean,
No,
Blair,
what would Flair
honestly,
bring?
would just come with like the pack of sweets, like just a single pack of candy wrapped sweets, and that's all, just to snack on.
So you just have a small tiny bag, and there's just a sweet.
And that is why I have the backpack.
No, it's basically in a pocket in her pants.
It's not even a bag.
Excellent.
It's not even the bag.
Fletcher.
Fletcher would bring like this little how do you call it? Zakdoek.
Just
Big-
sure.
Big handkerchief,
Yeah.
just for cleaning a little bit off. Just for emergencies, you can bind it around things, but he finds it handy to have such things with him.
All right. And Garrick.
A backpack with something to eat and something to drink. I never go out without something to eat. I always carry the pocket watch, and I do bring my drum. I never go out with my drum.
All right.
That it's just my staple.
Is Brooke coming? Or no?
Ah. What?
If Brooke is coming. That was my question.
No, because that's too much for me to That's the truth. I can lie about it. You guys try and find Brooke, but Brooke's not there, so...
They're probably in the water somewhere. Pretty awesome. I wish I could live
Probably.
underwater.
Probably, maybe.
That's what Gary thinks. Guy fight Brooke. They're in the water.
Alright, so... You approach the large carnival set up outside of the gates of Waterdeep, and you immediately are taken back to 8 years ago. And maybe if your character had sort of forgotten this incredible sense of deja vu overcomes them, right? You almost feel a little bit smaller and younger, but you're not. And you see a silver statue of a dancing fairy that sits on top of the ticket booth as you get in line to get a ticket this time, as you actually have money to buy a ticket.
Yay!
Hey.
And you can see the
Look at
statue
Phil.
is also surrounded by sort of fluttering butterflies. You see an old goblin who is perched behind the ticket counter and has sort of a single glass that they're sort of like squeezing between their eyebrow and their cheek. So, you want to enter the carnival, eh?
Yeah.
You would love to.
I
Wait
see.
so long.
The price for the... What are you, adults?
Yeah, depends who you ask.
Well, technically,
Not
children.
technically.
Depends on the tavern.
Yeah.
It was a yes or no type of question, kids, but I guess you're all adults depending on the tavern, and then he winks at you. It'll be 2 gold pieces for a ticket. But if you're interested,
Sure.
we could make a deal for a ticket.
Per 4 gold per ticket.
2 gold.
2 gold.
To go.
Ooh,
Oh, I
cool.
wasn't paying attention. I was bedazzled. What kind of deal?
You don't get to find out until you make the deal. Now, are you trying to make a deal?
How is that fair?
I
If
don't
you make
like
the deal. No, if you make the deal, you got to know the both sides of the contract.
The deal is for a ticket. Once you leave the carnival, the deal is up. So it's just for when you're inside. Just a little bit of extra merriment for inside.
Oh, if it's that, yeah, I'll do it.
Alright.
No, wait. You don't know what she's gonna. No.
It's
Guys,
for
don't do
merriment.
Are you
Just
also gonna
said it.
get a second ticket for 2 gold?
Buy a second ticket.
It doesn't
What?
hurt to have 2 tickets. Have you seen how many games we got inside?
Oh right, and look at the others like, oh right, like forgot. Yeah, sure. Why not?
All
More
right.
games.
So you can pay 2 gold pieces and you can roll d8.
Well, that is a really bad idea. Do not take that. Don't say no.
It's because you like.
Won't you shake a poor sinner's
His
hand?
head.
All right. All right.
Okay.
So your deal, as he shakes your hand, he says, "Now you have to perform a short dance whenever someone says your name.
Okay. Sure.
Good luck with your ticket." And then you also
Thanks.
get butterfly wings that you can sort of wear on your back and then attach to your arms.
They look like the smallest things on Garrick ever. It's like these wings on his body, like.
Oh, did we hear that? That
Yes.
deal that he made?
Mhm.
Oh,
Standing
this is
together.
so much power.
Now, surely someone else would like to make a deal.
Fletcher have a look on his face about it.
Well, he
Mr.
did have
Davis.
the dance with what? Because my internet cut out, and I'm really curious. What was the deal?
He has
Whenever
to
we
dance
say
when
Garrick's
his
name. Yeah.
Oh.
Now, any of you other adults interested in making a deal?
Slayer wants a deal.
Ah, excellent! I assume each of you is
Very
paying
good.
2 gold for a ticket, and then Flair is getting
Mhm.
an extra ticket. Sure, so roll a d8. 5. So your deal is you must carry around a small pumpkin as if it is a precious egg. And so he reaches out and pulls out a very small little gourd, and then he hands it to you.
Can I keep it forever, like?
Until it expires, I would keep it forever.
I mean, it has seeds, so I can keep him
Start a
forever.
family or something.
A whole heritage full of pumpkin.
Ooh,
I
pumpkin
just-
soup.
Now, and then he looks at Nola and says, "Now I see you smiling. I see you smiling at these deals. I know you want one."
Just because 2 of the deals were the good ones doesn't mean that the third that comes is going to be as lucrative.
I am just here to make this carnival a more merry place.
Can you ensure me that none of the deals will put any of us in actual danger?
Oh no, you will not be in danger.
Just for fun, no.
Do it.
Come
Do it.
on.
Press the
Why
button.
I do it?
Come
You
on.
neither of you have taken that deal.
If you do it, I do it.
I'm not doing anything.
What am I gonna be the bad influence here since when?
Since I'm trying
Just now.
a new thing.
Wait, why are you not taking the deal?
Because I don't trust this.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to
that's
buy an extra ticket?
No, I'm okay.
It's 2 gold for extra ticket.
I'm fine.
Have you
true.
seen
Okay,
the
fine.
prices?
Give me the deal.
Okay, roll a
I've
d8.
also seen the glitters, so I'm okay.
8.
What's on 8?
Roll again. You don't get the same one. Don't roll again.
No.
Do you want the same one or do you want a different one?
6.
It's not 8. All right. You must greet all trees with reverence.
Actually, I do think that plants deserve more respect than we are giving them for, so I will do that gladly.
There you go. Like I said, my deals only add to the merriment of the carnival. Now I hear you say you also want one, and it points at Fletcher.
Yeah, screw it. Make a deal.
8. Damn it.
2.
Aw.
All right. He reaches down underneath his desk and he pulls out a flower crown, and he says, "You have to wear this, and you have to water it every hour."
Aww.
Can we switch the deal?
Basic.
No.
Damn it.
It would
This
fit.
is such
it
a
would
good
fit
idea.
Nola so nicely. It's like light white and sort of golden flowers.
Nala is looking with pure jealous.
Nola,
Jealous in your heart.
you brought an extra big water bottle, right?
Yes.
I'm going to need that.
You have to water it every hour.
Oh, I'm gonna water them for
But
you.
you're not allowed
Don't you
to
worry.
take it off.
You look.
I will
beautiful.
water them.
Water your head.
Yes.
Listen, I know how to water flowers. Don't worry. I know the type.
Oh, me swap. And I'll pick out the
Now
Pocket
come
watch.
on! Izard looks at Blossom. Come on, I know you want to. I know you want to.
I actually have no desire to do this.
Huh.
She's not
Okay,
gonna
but
She's not gonna give in to peer pressure. Listen to her. She's in charge.
Or that's a stupid decision.
Well, I am an
Going
old
to-
goblin, so who knows?
Getting a bit closer to Blossom. Are you in charge?
No.
Oh, confused.
The fact that you go and ask to confirm. Nice. Alright. Now, I wish. Pocket Bard is an app still in development. They do not have a carnival section.
Oh.
So I don't have like special fun little carnival music other than the wondrous music that we've already been listening to.
it would fit that the carnival has the same music.
Huh?
Oh, you mean the one before after, like the last carnival? Never mind.
Yeah, I
do
think
not
we
listen
just
to-
used sort of just the normal music for the last
Mhm.
carnival as well. It was just this, I think. So just happy carnival music. All right.
I
Did you
love
guys?
carnival.
Oh, did you say anything, Marcus?
No, I just said I love carnival music.
I know.
Okay.
I don't have it.
It's all good.
So what I have for you is the carnival map. So if you navigate to your Roll20, how do I? Hang on. How do I do this? I like what Roll20 has done, but I don't know how it works. Oh, I think I just click here and then I drag it from here. Yes!
Mhm.
Bippity boop, bom 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 bom. Welcome to
God
the
dang.
carnival. I know. I
Whoa.
know. You now, no longer children, but full adults, get to see the entirety of the carnival. For people watching at home, if you zoom in, you can read all the stuff on my GM layer. Good luck with that. Yeah. You have this map of the carnival. As you can see on the bottom, I added 39 additional locations that are not already originally on the map. So you have lots of games to play. Every game costs a ticket punch, and your tickets have 8 punches, as you know from when you were children. You see locations written on the map. You see the carousel, the lost property, the ticket booth, the calliope, the dragonfly rides, all these sort of things you see written on the map. Don't forget about them. But know that I added all the ones below, at the bottom. So, and have fun. So as you enter the carnival, let me go back to all my stuff that I have over here. Why is it set up like this? Overview. Nope, not overview. Locations. Nope, not locations. Timed events. The hour one. There we go. Now, you also see on this map, and I think I'll use a hero dice to represent it. The hours on the thing. It's right here, over here in the corner, and we start on hour 1, right over there. And as the hours at the carnival advance, so I will advance the dice so you may see what is happening. Also, what we see in the corner over here, beep boop, is the current mood of the carnival. And right now the carnival is just on a neutral mood. As you enter, everyone is, making a neutral merry. And as you enter, you sort of walk past the sound of the calliope, and you notice that there is a parade currently happening. You see people sort of gathering around, and you see a 12-foot tall walking tree that is garlanded in golden ribbons that matches the thoroughfare of the carnival. Emerald clouds swirl above the tree and rain down golden spinning seeds, these little helicopter seeds. Fairgoers try and catch the seeds before they hit the ground. And as the seeds gently fall, you see a little squirrel that sort of scampers through the boughs of the trees, that is handing out little dandelions to passerbys as he goes. And does Nola do anything as you see this beautiful tree?
None of those.
You bow to the tree, alright.
Cool.
And yeah.
Can I try to catch the dandelion, or are we too far?
Oh no, you can definitely try to, but as you bow to the tree, you definitely catch the attention. And this sort of tree bows back to you, and the little squirrel will scamper over toward you and try to hand you a dandelion. You can try and catch the sycamore seeds, but the squirrel will try and hand you a dandelion.
I'm gonna grab the dandelion. Thank you.
All right. You have a deadline. You see people blow on them as they receive one, right? It's one of these. You can sort of blow it, and it'll scatter into the wind.
For whatever the reason, Nola's gonna think of a wish and then blow the dandelion.
Sure, please send me the wish in your private channel. Thank you.
Alright.
Who would like to try and catch one of these helicopter seeds as they're coming down? Sure. Anyone that wants to try can make a dexterity check.
Okay.
God damn it.
I don't think it's working, Garrett.
Oh,
Alright.
So as you stand in this parade for about 5 minutes, Flair and Fletcher, not too much of an issue. Blossom and Garrick, a little bit more. Flair and Fletcher, you may roll a d8.
I'm a sword. Ignore mine.
Yeah, I'm sorry. 8 is unfortunately not high enough. So Fletcher rolls a 6 and Flair rolls an 8. Very nice. Fletcher, your seed, as you catch it, turns into a gold piece. And for Flair, you gain a die, a d8, which you can add to one ability check that you can use today only.
Nice.
Damn.
So it's like
Oh,
a
d8
d8 bardic inspiration type of thing.
Can I try to catch that as well, or because
Yes.
I got the dandelion, I'm out? Okay, cool.
You can definitely still try.
That was a save or just a check?
It's a
Check.
dexterity check. Alright. Would anyone like to try for a second one?
Oh, I would love to.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry, my everything got out. I don't know what.
Do you want to try for to try and catch a seed?
Yes. Oh, that's not the right button. Still the same. It
It's
Still
like
is a
everybody
bonus
goes
of, it's a bonus of 0 that you have on dexterity?
Yep.
Alright, and Garrick?
No.
Alright.
That's
So
the
this
old
time,
school way.
Flair and Fletch, you do go for it. And you sort of notice that this squirrel is sort of staring you down. Because you already got something. Are you trying to take from someone else that didn't get anything yet? Luckily, you roll quite low, so you don't actually manage to catch one before he catches you. But beware that the carnival is for everyone and not just for you. Nola and Blossom may roll a d8. The DC is 10, so by the way, so that's why. Nola, your seed turns into a gold piece. And Blossom, you gain the following personality trait until dawn. I am easily amused. Any conflicting character trait is suppressed.
Oh no.
Oh, this is going to be so much fun.
These things are fast. They always, when I try to catch one, they just fly away.
I think that's part of the fun.
But you all do notice, sort of, as Nola bows to this tree and catches its attention, and the tree sort of happily bows back, everything around you, all the music and the colors, get a little bit brighter and a little bit happier as the mood of the carnival seems to increase somewhat, you know? It's nice.
I love this place.
Yes.
I mean, are there also children around us trying to catch these things but not succeeding?
Make a perception check. You can't really tell if these kids like are catching them or if they're like missing, because some of them are just cheering because they're happy and some of them are cheering because they caught one, so you can't really tell. And now I have a very generic question. What would you guys like
Yeah.
to do?
I just wanted to wait if you wanted to say something.
Yeah.
I want to play stuff. I want to go play stuff. 100%.
Are we going to play things together?
If we find games that we can play together, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel
definitely.
like we
I
should.
mean, we could look around if there's maybe a map or something where we can see
Maybe
if
they have
there
a
are-
list.
Lit.
There is face painting.
There's what?
There's face painting. That's
Ooh,
interesting. That's
There's
like,
fireworks.
if you do that at the start of the day, you have face paint for the rest of the day. That's great.
Yes! I want to
Yes,
do
right? Yeah.
Alright,
So
you are
many
currently
games.
standing right next to the Calliope. So you do hear sort of a merry tune that spills forth from an instrument on the back of a brightly painted wagon. You see a monkey wearing a cloak covered in buttons turns the handle at the wagon's rear, sending music into the air from rows of golden whistles. And as you watch, a goblin dressed in a ladybug costume toddles up to you, rattling a tin cup to the rhythm of the Calliope. Now, my pocket board, for some reason, is saying it's not working anymore. Can you guys still hear the music?
Yeah,
Now,
it-
yes.
Now it
Now
works.
we
It
Now
has
we
paused
can.
for a sec.
Oh, alright. Alright, and he's going to sing a little song. And he says, "Spare a button, if you please. I'll sew it next to all of these. I offer nothing in its place besides a smile on my face." Da 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 da. You see, sort of walking around
Yeah,
with this little rattling thing, which apparently has buttons in it. You imagine it has coins in it, but he's like collecting buttons.
I can't stop myself. I'll turn my drum and just in the beat.
Ba-da-da-ba-ba, ba-da-da-ba-ba. Everyone, once again, spare a button if you please, and sew it next to all of these. I offer nothing in its place except a smile on my face. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh my god, I'm
And
not going to get this song out of my head.
No.
And in a moment where I'm not following the beat just because I need to, I will turn out, like for my simple close, I will just rip off a button and just put it in.
Ah!
I could have said that.
It's okay.
And again, it looks like Carnival just gets a little bit better for everyone around you as well. Very
Cool.
nice.
Oh, this is great. Let's go play. I want to play. Play. And I'll just
What are we playing?
start running. I'll just start running. I will.
Running. My god.
I just want to
Wait,
roll
no.
randomly to what place I'm running to, if it's okay.
Garrick, where are you running to?
And I start dancing like.
No, wait. You're gonna get lost in the crowd. Not again. Well, at least we can hear him.
That's very.
Alright, and you also notice, I don't think it's on here. Obviously, there's like a prize booth next to the ticket booth.
Yeah, so are we doing the face paint or
I'm running to outstare the Cyclops. I just rolled for it because he's just like a kid running. I'm like, yes, finally. The
Maybe.
carnival.
Yes, I do want the face paint, but maybe we should.
Maybe follow him
Fine.
first and then
Yeah.
we got him go to the face paint.
yeah?
I'm pretty
we
much
can calm him down.
I'm pretty much yelling behind like, come on, let's go. Looks fun.
As we go, Nola is on a special lookout for trees.
Sure, there's quite a few trees. All of them seem to have little families of ladybugs, or ladybugs and lightning bugs living in them, and various butterflies of all sizes, including a disturbingly large.
I've never seen a butterfly this big.
Oh, I
Do you
should have one
think
for my
it's
collection.
supposed to be? Oh, you're not taking anything.
But-
Mm-mm-mm.
Mm.
Nuh-uh. Mm-mm.
There-
No.
but-
No
but-
discussion. There's
but-
no discussion. It lays on the
but-
tree. It stays on the tree. No. Let's move.
But what if it wants to come? And then.
Excuse me, Mr. Butterfly or Miss Butterfly. A butterfly, do you want
No.
to come with us?
Yes.
No, I'm pretty good here.
See?
Oh,
It doesn't.
what?
Thank you. Sorry for bothering you.
It's
Have a
full
great day.
humanoid face.
I'm
and
sorry.
it turns around towards you, just a full face of just a human. No,
Oh.
I'm pretty good here, thanks though.
See? That was good going. Before we lose Gary Gadol.
Yeah, see, 100 further, Garrick's taking a break like, whew, okay.
And then he starts running again.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm always worried that things are not that things are supposed to be on a different layer. Alright, you got to outstare the Cyclops. Beep
Yeah.
boop! Welcome to Outstare the Cyclops! What do you do when the eye of the Cyclops falls upon you? You stare right back if you've got stamina!
Oh god.
Yeah.
Would you like to get your ticket punched?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Alright. You get your ticket punched, so keep track of how many punches you have. You can keep track
I
of
do
it
have two
on
tickets
your
because
sheet,
of
so
the.
you have 16 if you have two punches. If you have two tickets,
Okay.
yes.
See.
Alright. So the way that this works, Outstared Cyclops, is it's a series of constitution checks contested by, you guessed it, a Cyclops. So as you walk up, you see, just like in this picture, this sort of hulking figure with a single eye beaming down and ready to win the staring competition. Garrick, are you ready?
Yeah.
Alright, please roll a constitution check.
All right. 9.
Sure! You sort of hear the guy at the thing go, 3, 2, 1, begin! And you immediately blink.
Sorry, can we start again? I kind of forgot the rules.
Well, sorry kid, that's sort of how the game is played. It's out there at the Cyclops and you blinked right away.
I was too happy.
You can try again if you get a ticket punch.
Yeah, go ahead.
You
Just-
punch another ticket, sure you can try again, make a constitution check.
Okay.
Ah, that's much better.
And while I look him in the eyes, like, you have a beautiful.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what my mum used to say. And then he blinks. And you win!
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want to. This feels like cheating. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
And you get one prize ticket. I think
cool.
maybe I did! One ticket! You get a prize ticket!
Yay!
Oh, that's cute. With the little ticket thing.
Oh.
And actually, like, I'm sorry. It feels like cheating, but
It's
I'm
just
so
so
sorry.
nice of you to say that. Oh,
It is a beautiful one.
I needed that. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for the game, though. Just put it away.
You got it. You got it. All right,
my
Claire, did you say
br-
you also wanted to try?
Yeah.
Get your ticket punched.
Just
again-
I'll just be the high five for to like. So it's your turn. Like.
All right, I have to get back into focus now. Oh, all right, focus.
You're doing great, buddy.
Oh, thank you. All right, make a constitution check.
What was that? Okay.
Thank you. I don't feel great. After that, I just feel... And then he blinks again. Oh, I think I need to take a little break, he says to the handler that is sort of taking care of the tickets. And you also get a prize ticket.
Hey.
So I just come up to Garrick and be like,
Yay!
Nice.
Good job.
Nora,
Ow.
Nora claps from the distance.
Sure.
That was cool. I
yeah.
don't remember these tickets.
Well, maybe because we didn't have a ticket back then.
Maybe
we
other
could-
things.
So
True.
you remember, as children, you were just given a prize at the booth instead of a ticket.
Yeah. I have the clock all the time. Alright. Next game?
Next game.
So maybe he wants to play later again, if somebody else wants to.
I think Blossom wanted to get to face paint or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Facebook?
That would be
Sure.
great.
Yeah.
Why not? What if then today?
Alright, so you want to go to 27, face painting.
Yes.
Oh, that's actually okay.
Yes, there's
Didn't know.
27, face painting, and also 28, temporary tattoos.
Yes and yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very temporarily. In like 80 years, you lose them.
Exactly.
So you do lose them after
Yeah,
some time.
after your life. It's just temporary.
Alright. So you come to the face painting booth, And you see that there is a lovely duo of women who are face painting, people of all ages. And you see people of all ages leave here as well. And you have a few choices. So they have sort of a list of face paints that you can get done. And of course, you can sort of choose which colors you want to use. But it doesn't look like it's just free choice, whatever you want. So they have lion, monkey, butterfly, bunny, mouse, bat, chameleon, or heart.
One of those is not like the other.
Interesting.
Yeah. Fine thing, pasta.
So which one are you gonna get?
I'm gonna get the butterfly.
Ah,
All right, so you get a
Butterfly,
ticket
cool.
punch, beep, and you get a butterfly face paint. What colors do you want?
Pink
Pink.
and purple and red.
All right, looks nice. So you get a passive and an active for this, but I want to know if anyone else is getting a face paint.
Yes. And Nola would like a heart.
All right, you get ticket punch and flare as well.
Bunny.
Bunny. All right, Nola, what color do you want your heart?
Nola looks over at Blossom like, this was Sarah's idea. Let's make it pink.
Sure. So do you want like a full just pink heart on your face, or like pink cheeks? You know, or like around the
No,
eyes?
like small hearts
yeah.
on the cheeks.
Sure. And then Flare wants bunny.
A white one?
Sure, white one. They sort of do like the teeth on your chin type of thing, you know, where your mouth's closed it looks nice, but when you're talking it looks kind of weird. That type of bunny. So for butterfly, you get an additional passive feature and an additional active feature. So note them down somewhere, alright? So for butterfly, your passive, your high jump, is up to 10 feet, which is without a running start.
damn.
And your active is wing flap. As a bonus action, you can flap them to gain the effect of a levitate spell, which lasts until the start of your next turn and does not require concentration. For heart, your movement speed increases by 5 feet, and that's your passive. And your active is help. You can help as a bonus action if the creature is within 5 feet of you.
Nice.
And for bunny, the passive, your long jump is 20 feet without a running start. And your active is agility. As a bonus action, you can take a dash action. You cannot take 2 dashes in one turn this way. So you cannot action dash and bonus action dash.
Nice.
Just see a courier with a heart on his cheek, like, yeah! Very fast.
So, tattoos?
Do you think we should get that to do it?
Your colors look very adorable, by the way. I was thinking of getting one, but I wanted to have it blue, and it kind of doesn't work.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get different shades of blue.
No, it's not with my aesthetic.
I was like chameleon, then was like, yeah, already kind of.
Right. I also want to have a chameleon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright.
So tattoos.
Tattoos.
Alrighty.
So you go to Tinnaman's temporary tattoos, and you see this large, tattooed to the nose, burly, old man who is airbrushing tattoos onto people
Nice.
with a stencil.
Nice.
And again, there's a list of choices instead of you just freely choosing what you want. He says, good day, welcome to Tinnyman's Tattoos. You want tattoo, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you want?
What do you can?
Tinnyman, very talented. I learned it all in remote prison in the north. What do you want?
I love your honesty. How long
So you can do
they-
anything.
You look at this board, you have eyes, yes? You see?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you
Come
do
on.
see. Good. That
How
will
long are
serve
they?
you well in prison.
For long, how are they on?
Usually they stay on maybe today, maybe tomorrow if you don't sleep on it.
That's cool. I want to have 5. There's one.
Number 5.
Yeah.
You cannot have 5 tattoos, just so you know.
No, I'm number 5.
Alright, number 5, 1 ticket punch, yes.
Yes.
Alright.
Go.
Anyone else?
Yes, I would go for number 1.
Alright, I like it. You got tattoo of Trickster. Also, you get tattoo of Mama. I like it.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Can I get the 7, please?
Number 7, yes. Number 7 is a tattoo of minimus mushrooms. I like it. Your other friends not interested?
I'm okay, thank
I
you.
like your butterfly. You want to match with little, what do you call this? This is the
Banana.
type of butterfly. You want butterfly tattoo, pretty lady. It's just one
I
ticket.
think
price.
that's a moth.
Whatever you want it to be. Alright. This fairy might look nice on you as well. Very cute fairy for very cute little girl.
Maybe the
No, I'm
banana.
okay, thank you.
Alright, and you, fire person. You want a banana?
No, thanks.
Well, I can do. Tenement can do very good banana.
The banana is
Yes.
out of place.
Was
want-
the banana popular in prison?
Yes.
What does it mean? Tattoos have meaning, right?
It is tattoo of stealthy banana.
Oh.
I thought
So
you
the one
slipped
that
on
just-
bananas.
Very
Comes
well.
with never move.
Very well. Alright, tattoo of trickster for you. Yes, you come here. I put tattoo of trickster on you. Alright. Once during this, as long as the tattoo is on you, once per day, you can use a bonus action to get advantage on the next sleight of hand check you make.
Ding.
Alright,
Nice.
and then you have Tattoo of Mama. That's literally what
Yeah.
it's called. The Tattoo of Mama, you may roll a d8.
Okay.
That's how many mothers you,
You,
get.
you now have 7 mamas.
Yeah.
You get 6 temporary hit points.
Oh,
Hey.
okay. Yeah, I'll take it.
6
and
temporary
then-
mothers.
We have Tattoo of Minimus Mushrooms. Once a day, you can magically reduce your size to 2 inches for an hour or until you end concentration as if concentrating on a spell. While reduced this way, you have disadvantage on all strength-related throws.
That's awesome.
Welcome to the carnival, baby!
Does this tattoo, like, automatically make you feel loved and hugged? I feel good.
Do you
It's
need a
because
hug?
Tinament is so nice. You want hug from Tinament.
Do you want hug?
Yeah, I want. And then I go to Tinnaman.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is nice. His arms are so long. He wraps
Yeah.
all the way around you. You can feel his hands cross across your back.
I like this. It's just my head on his chest, like. I
That
like
is
this.
right. Let it out, child. You're not gonna do well in prison.
Yeah, I think not.
They would give you the banana tattoo.
You don't even know what the banana tattoo does.
No, but we don't care.
It gives you calcium, obviously.
And
Yeah,
great
no,
memories.
it's important. Yeah. Alright. Alright, if you want extra tattoo, I have to remove all tattoo. It is rules of the prison.
Do you
What?
remove tattoos in prison? How?
Oh,
Don't
what?
want
Does-
to know.
Does he have a gigantic
I think I
tattoo
know.
or many tattoos on his arm?
He has one big arm tattoo.
Okay, it's like a sleeve. Okay.
Yeah.
That's...
And when he moves it, it looks like the lady is dancing.
yeah,
Although it reveals
wanna-
body parts that you maybe don't want to see.
he never does this. Like,
Never touches his arms all the way.
yeah, not on the carnival. Okay. Oh, there's kids here. I feel good. I feel very good right now.
I'm
Okay.
glad.
Next game, I want to go to.
Where's 28? Let's look for 28 on the map. Oh, it's right here. So you're currently right here.
You
Across
see-
from, you see sort of Pixie Kingdom off on the side where you see very small, tiny little carts and a very tiny little Ferris wheel. And you're right next to the Mystery Mine and 24, which 24 is the Fortune Teller of Luck. And across the street is the Hedge Maze.
I want to go to the fortune teller. Fortune teller.
Fortune
Let's-
Teller.
let's-
So
let's-
there's 2 Fortune Tellers, right? So 24 is the
Oh.
Fortune Teller of Luck, and then 31 is just the Fortune Teller.
Of luck. That sounds better.
All right. So you go to 24, the fortune teller of luck. Boop. I'm just gonna assume that I put everything on the correct layer, and if you can read the text, you're gonna let me know. Yeah, I'm not gonna stress out about it.
Okay.
All right. So you see that there is a small tent that opens into a dimly lit atmosphere. You see an elderly lady with a striking purple face paint and fake antlers adorned with gold who sits behind a table, and she has a crystal orb that is swirling with an impenetrable mist. She seems to have been expecting you. She says, "Ah, yes, and so you have come, young travelers, to seek what is foretold. A word to the wise. Fortune is not always in your favor. Nothing before you is set in stone, but I'll give you a glimpse for what is known. Shall we begin?"
Garrick turns around, like with a bit of a worried face. Yeah. And just, she knows things.
I mean,
But
it's
just
a
go on.
fortune teller. You know, he tells your fortune.
Yeah, but still. I'll just take out the ticket. Ticket punch, I reckon.
Well, for you, I'll do it for free.
Turn around again, very happy. Alright.
Alright.
Sit down.
I have to very briefly read this,
Okay.
but you need to roll 2 d6s and re-roll duplicates, please.
Alrighty. Of course.
Wow. Damn.
1 or 2.
Nice.
Snake eyes. You will be in prison soon. But you have a friend there.
You will
No.
not do well.
You
will
should
not
you
do well in
should you should stay away from bananas.
Alright. Let's roll for your luck. Roll a d4.
Damn.
She sort of starts moving her hands around the sphere, and she says, "It looks your luck is very low.
Oh.
But like I said, it's not always in your favor, so it could be a low amount of bad luck. Or a low
Sounds-
amount of good luck."
Okay. Sounds good. Think.
So your first roll was a 1, and your second roll is a 2, yes? On your
Yeah.
d6s. Alright, I
Very
will write
bad
it
rolls.
down.
Thank you.
Anyone else want to try?
Nah.
Flair might want.
It's free.
It's free for everyone then.
For your group, I will make an exception.
That sounds like good luck.
That
Why
sounds
is it
like
free?
marketing.
No, that sounds sketchy. Why is it free?
Huh.
Is it broken?
No, it's a carnival. It's fun. Like there's no negativity here. Fun.
Exactly.
Alright.
Yeah, don't piss off the fortune teller. They scary.
Well, you know, I thought maybe I have no luck, but I know now I have a little bit of luck. That's good.
Or
It's
about
better than no luck.
I didn't listen to the second part. I'll just stand up.
Do you want me to repeat that?
Flair, do you want your fortune of luck read or no?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. So roll 2 d6 and then a d4. Ooh, all right. And
2d4,
and
yeah?
your d4, yes.
Yeah.
Ah, a medium amount of luck, I see.
Mm.
See?
Yes, the DM is taking note of this, and this will surely come back at a later point.
On
Oh,
death
no.
saving, on
Yes.
death saving throws. You rolled a 1. Goodbye.
Remember that free fortune telling that was supposed to be a no scam, no hooks attached? Well, guess what?
But it is fortune to it is fortune to know I have to roll a new character, so it's all good. It's nice.
Yes, I'll die. Yep.
Let's all die. Roll to a natural one, so you're not safe. Let's go.
Alright. Blossom, did you want your Fortune of Luck Red?
No.
It's too sketchy.
Like, she grew up on a carnival. She knows where this is going, and it's probably not well.
Sure. So you lead your friends here and then don't do it yourself.
Yes, because I'm not the leader.
Alright, excellent.
I feel like I'm always like running to places. So maybe somebody else.
So maybe Flare or
Can we
Fletcher
go?
or Noah. Yeah, I don't know.
I was thinking of Sphinx Riddle. That could
Hell
be fun.
yeah!
Yay!
Any
Alright.
game, anyway. Oh, wait.
Um,
There's snacks. I'll just go to a snack bar.
Alright.
Don't you have?
Already at the snack bar.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Don't you have? And then Garrick goes off the snack bar.
And there he goes.
Alright. So you go to Sphinx's Riddle. Now I know you have bad experience with Sphinxes, so I had to do my best to not grab a very familiar Sphinx picture that I already had loaded up on my computer.
Would have been okay.
Do you have what it takes? Are your brains all twiddle? Come and solve the Sphinx's riddle. You
This will be fun.
see that there is a giant talking caterpillar who dares people into a scarlet
Oh.
tent to face encounter with a male Sphinx, an andro Sphinx. I am going to read the riddle, and what you are each going to do is you're going to whisper to me and roll 20 what do you think the answer to the riddle is. If you guess correctly, you will... Do you know how to whisper in roll 20, guys?
I'm checking that.
Help me, please.
You type slash, and then a W, and then a space, and then... I mean, my name is Michelle, so you start with an M, and then it should pop up.
Ah.
Can also
Well, that's also
whisper
good.
/ yeah DM.
Yeah, I
Can
know.
also just-
You're going to... I'm going to read the riddle. You're going to have a minute to send me your answer. And if it is correct, you will get 2 prize tickets. If it is
Okay.
incorrect, I will give you a hint, and then you can still win 1 prize ticket.
Are we answering in our character's intelligence or our intelligence?
You are allowed
Yeah.
to use your own intelligence.
All right.
Well, so
Thank
the same
you.
for me. Okay.
Oh,
But first, I will go.
Can I
to
use
the-
Nola's, not mine?
You can have the internet for a minute.
Yes, you may. If you
Oh.
you refuse to solve it, you may roll an intelligence check instead.
Oh, no. I want to solve it.
First, I will go to
we'll
the
solve this thing.
First, I will go closer to Nola. Like, what does twiddle mean?
Oh, it's... And she gives you the definition, but I myself don't know that word.
Whittling is like doing like the things with your thumbs, right? Or you're like,
Yeah, I think it's
I
like,
think it's
how
like
your
twisted.
brains twisted.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Scary.
So
Like,
I'm
he's
going
a-
to. Can everyone send me a test message in roll 20, please? I know we could do it in Discord, but I cannot look at Discord without messing up the face cams. So
Good.
unable to find player or character with name DM.
So how many weeks do we have for that riddle?
1 minute. I'm putting a timer on. I'm still missing one. I'm still missing a message from Uni.
Yes, it's not working.
I like
Does it
how
work?
everyone sent test, and then Uni sent hello. All right, I'm going to read out the riddle. Yeah. Afterward, I'm going to start the timer. You have a minute to answer. I like you guys. Please don't Google it. All right. I am light without shadow. I am old. I am wise. When hands are held up together, I may never rise. What am I?
Do you repeat it once more? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she's.
And don't forget to whisper it, please, because I would hate for it to be spoiled for the other people. And this is a chance to win 2 prize tickets if you get it. So. All right, I would like your answers, please.
I don't have one.
Nope.
Larry?
I'm thinking.
Alright, it looks like for some reason the Roll20 chat
I'm
capture
normal.
isn't updating.
I'm normally not that bad at riddles, but this one, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Alright. So I will tell you that of the people that have sent me a message, they have not been correct. So you may each roll an intelligence check, and that will determine if you get a hint or not.
Oh no. Yep.
Oh, of course, the one thing I'm good at.
You know what? I'm fine.
Now I'm salty.
Alright. So as a group, you have rolled above a 10. So I will give
okay.
you, I will give you a hint. So, I may never rise suggests that is a thing that does rise on occasion. Actually, it does say they get an amount of hints equal to any participant's largest wisdom modifier. So I guess since 3 of you succeeded, I'll give you 3 hints. So, I may never rise
Teamwork.
suggests that it's a thing that does sometimes rise. Old and wise is a metaphor for something that is ancient. And hands held up together sounds like the hands of a clock.
What?
Oh,
Next minute has started.
yeah. I need to.
Don't look things up, Marcus. I'm trusting you.
No, I'm writing you.
Oh, alright.
Come on, I'm not cheating on stuff like
More specific.
that.
Alright, as a last-ditch effort, I will give you a chance to discuss with each other what your thoughts are, because I have not yet received the correct answer.
God damn it. Then.
Well, I feel stupid.
My only idea, which I know is wrong, is a sound clock. That makes no sense. Then for a while it was like the Library of Alexandria.
Alright, I will give the 2 people that didn't get one yet, so that's Blossom and Nola, another intelligence check,
Oh god.
because there is a 4th hint.
Yeah, no.
Proud of you. Alright,
Thanks.
Nola. Light without shadow might refer to something that is sometimes in light and sometimes in shadow. This part specifically might refer to the time when the thing is only in light. We discuss with each other.
I actually, because I'm light without shadow, I'm old and I'm wise, and obviously when hands are held up together, I'm never rise. I thought, obviously, clock, as already have told us. I thought about the moon or moonlight.
Is it just sunrise?
Oh,
But
Because when the hands are together, that is noon. Midnight. It doesn't rise. When there is
It's
midnight,
lower.
it doesn't rise at
well,
midnight.
Yes, but it
it's
is
noon or
in light
midnight.
at that point. That's what's just been said. So
Hands are held up.
And
together.
if it's if it's during noon, then it's light, but it's not gonna rise higher than that. Is it just sun? Because sun itself doesn't have a shadow. It creates shadow where it doesn't reaches. But itself, it's not the shadow. And then ancient and all that is the obvious part.
I just don't get it. I thought I had it with the moon.
I feel like we
Right.
need another 2 weeks for this.
You know,
Getting another
given
2
that,
hours to
No,
solve the
no,
riddle, you
no.
don't get the points.
I mean, it was said that it is sometimes in light, sometimes in shadow, so maybe more like. mm, No, moon is not in shadow.
You know the
Oh,
worst
yeah.
part
I
of
don't
this
know.
moment is that people are watching this and are screaming at us from
Yeah.
the screen.
They have
Oh,
seen the
no.
answer because I projected it on the board. It's alright. So as you are all stumped, Garrick did get pretty close. The specific answer is the full moon.
Because
Because the full moon does not rise at midnight.
damn it! I had
What?
moon. I had moon, and then more specific, moonlight. Like, no, god damn it!
That's what I was like.
Moonlight is just a reflection anyway,
Yeah.
so that
So as a group, you do not get a ticket, but Garrick gets a ticket for getting pretty darn close.
Hey.
Oh,
We all
thanks.
get another ticket punched, right?
Yes. This
Sorry,
was your
I
chance for
tried.
like as a group to win tickets, so that's why everyone gets a ticket
Mm.
punch.
Sorry, I really tried.
That's okay.
Well, you were darn close.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't really like. It's so obvious. Every time somebody says something like this and it tells you the answer, it's so
Mm.
obvious. I don't know.
I still don't get why it's
Yeah,
the moon.
no, same.
No.
I don't. It's not obvious this time.
I thought about like ocean, and then you said it doesn't reflect. It doesn't like do shadows and.
Yeah, the part I'm light without shadow. The moon isn't the light. It only reflects it. It doesn't create anything.
Oh. One
So
of
the moon
one-
doesn't really fit.
So it's light without shadow because it's the moon when it's full.
It
Yeah.
still doesn't create any light.
It
It's no
reflects
light.
light.
Mm.
There's no shadow on the moon when there is a full moon. So it is the light of the
I
sun
mean-
that you can see without shadow.
I mean, there's still shadow.
There's shadow on
moon
the other
because of
side.
I mean, there's
Sure,
still
do you want me
shadow
to-
on
do
the
you want me
moon
to
because
take-
of like
Do
the
you want me to take away
curves.
Garrett's ticket?
No,
Okay, then
No.
shut
I'm
up.
questioning the no.
Oh,
I'm just questioning the riddle's sensibility.
okay,
I-
we need something lighter. Let's go to the Thunderdome.
I just had
Yes,
a
that's definitely lighter.
I just had a blog, like a bard from a tavern had that song with a lyric in it that made that obvious, but I kind of forgot it. Damn it.
Thunderdome?
Oh.
Okay.
What?
No, the moon, the full moon thing.
It's a lyric.
There is a lyric about like somebody. People tend to make songs about the sun and the moon, and so
Dancing in the moon.
The moonlight.
Everybody feel it. Alright, before we get I suggest we do one more and then we call it a night.
All right.
Thunderdome?
Let's
If
use the
you want to
Thunderdome.
be here for another half hour, I would suggest going to the Thunderdome.
No, I can't
Maybe
do that
save
one.
that one for next week.
well,
Alright.
I obviously want to go to the musical review, but I don't want to take over the thing.
Maybe Flare, what do you want to do?
Dunk tank.
Dunk tank. Alright.
Alright.
Sure.
No.
Let's dunk some tanks.
Which number is the dunk tank? Because that makes it easier for me to find.
11.
11. I go to the dunk tank. Alright. You see an enthusiastic young female with flame for hair and ashen skin sitting on a chair that is suspended above a large tank of water. She happily waves at you and she smiles. Despite the ground around the tub being soaked with water, she is not wet as her radiating heat probably quickly dries her off. And she says, "Dunk me in the dunk tank if you can! And you! The cute one! No, not you! I said the cute one! Grab a ball and try your skill!"
Flair, go ahead. First you.
I think
Go
she
ahead.
means you.
Okay.
But are you okay? Like fire and water are kind of scary.
Yeah,
when
it's
you go to-
fine.
Okay,
Oh, the enemy is fine.
All right.
you can do it. Go ahead.
Fire.
What
So
am I rolling?
you may first write off a ticket punch, and then you're
Alright.
going to roll. You get a ball, and you have to throw it at a small target.
Mm-hmm.
And the target is flying around the tank on little butterfly wings. So you need to make a dexterity check.
Okay.
Do it.
And I want to add the 1d8 from the
Sure.
thing I got.
Sure. So
16.
you get ready to rear up this ball, and you chuck it, and you feel just the pinch of bad luck reach over your shoulder, as I'm going to subtract a d8.
Goddamn.
So you roll a total of 14. So as you chuck the ball, the target dodges out of the way, and the ball just hits the wall behind it.
Oh,
It
so
says,
Oh.
"Ah,
close.
good try."
That was so close.
It was not close.
Damn.
I would like to try it.
All right.
Whoever said that, I don't like that.
Get a
Nope,
tick-
negativity.
Get a ticket punch and roll a dexterity check.
That's a save.
That's a save, but it's still not
You
high
keep on
enough.
rolling it. Save is
You're not
check.
even close. You
It
fully just
slipped
chuck it,
away.
and the Genasi catches it, and she says, "Not me, the target."
Oh, shit.
Ah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you get ticket punch.
Come on.
Roll dex check.
Nice.
Get it. Come on, you get it.
All right. The DC is higher than 16.
No.
Damn.
So you chuck the ball, and it does not hit.
Oh, this was
Damn.
awesome.
Damn.
Close. Nola, you wanna?
Oh no, if you guys didn't manage to, I'm not gonna.
No, I'll try.
All right.
Here, take it.
No, Garrick, not really. I just
taking-
know I'm not
I'm
gonna.
looking at you confused, taking the ball. What?
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Okay.
I'm still stunned by this riddle. I'm trying to figure out why was it. What was that?
Dancing in the moonlight.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm just- oh, then when I'm close, it's like, oh no, it's full moon. God damn it! And then
Oh.
I need a retry.
All right. You write up another ticket
Okay.
punch. You can
Okay,
also
brother,
go
come on.
back to the ticket booth if you want and buy an extra ticket once you're out. So it's just 2 gold pieces every time.
I'll just on his shoulders, like, okay, come on, you can do it. I believe you. You are the best. You are the best. And I'll give him
Go,
part of the
Fledgy, go, go,
inspiration.
go, go.
Ah, all right.
Come on,
Wetting the finger, feeling the air.
I'm giving you body inspiration.
Yeah.
Come on, you can do it. You can do it.
You
Get
need
the
an extra
avenue.
It's over
d6.
D6.
Do you want to try it, or do you want to keep the d6 for
Yeah,
later?
I want to keep the d6 for later because
Ah.
it's too difficult.
All right. So you missed.
So close. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll do it again. I'll do it as well. One more. Yeah.
Oh, you got us. You got us. You got us.
Oh.
Hey, better.
Dancing in the full moon. Yeah. Which makes no sense.
I'm sure there
anymore.
are other songs with full moon in it.
Damn
Yeah, they definitely are.
Alright,
I don't
boys.
think of one
Time
right
to
now.
go again.
It's these balls. There's something with these balls.
No, we're not.
No.
No, this is just rigged. That's
Just-
how that works.
Not rigged.
You do see sort of the
Shenanigans.
little
I
target
will-
you guys are trying to hit does keep dodging out of the way as you're about to hit.
Yeah, if it was easy, there'd be no point in that.
All right. Did Flair want to try again?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
She's like, no, this can be rigged. Let's go.
Got this, Flare.
Or not.
No, it's rigged.
Got
Guys, it's
that,
rigged.
Flare.
No. I think I know.
Is the charm.
Third time is the charm. You're gonna try again.
God. You're gonna be here a while,
But
I
I
feel.
really think that's pretty much impossible to
Just
do.
to
Are
you
you
guys-
sure?
This is not Jasper. This is Fletcher, full on, not willing to accept.
Don't forget to roll success in order to stay safe.
And I will
Ooh!
roll the d6 on top of that.
Ooh!
Oh.
Come on.
Alright, so on a 19, which is the DC,
Hey.
you catch the target off guard. You sort of fainted. You see the target is already sort of quickly gonna move upward, but you detect that little movement in the little butterfly wings, like it's gonna go upward. So you actually aim for right above the target, and in that moment you do see it in fact move exactly to where you throw the ball, and you hit this small little target. And with a squeal, the platform that the gymnast is sitting on sort of gives way from underneath her, and she sort of falls down into the water, and immediately it starts sort of sizzling, and you can barely even see her anymore. And then you all see the water sort of reaches up and then sits her down gently on the platform, and then it sort of retracts. And she says, "Oh, thank you.
Hey!
Nice, good job."
Yeah, you got it! I'll just shake him like, you got it!
You got it! Nice.
3 tries.
All right, and Fletcher gets a prize ticket. There you
Nice.
go.
No,
Now- So that you have some time to look at it in between sessions, I would like to look at the prize list with you. I've said
Mhm.
multiple times there's a prize booth and you never went to check it out, but I want you to check it
Nope.
between sessions because it's quite lengthy.
Okay.
So there is a prize booth with carnival prizes, and I'm going to start at the top, and we're gonna just make our way down, and then we're gonna wrap it up. So, Rainbow Fountain Pen. You can cast Illusory Script with it once. Giant Fake Nose. It'll give you advantage on scent-based perception checks 3 times. Storybook. As an action, you can see a creature within blah blah blah. If it can understand you, it must make a wisdom save or be charmed, or until you stop reading. While charmed, the speed drops to 0, blah blah blah. Once a complete story is read from the book, it loses its magic, so you can essentially use it once. Upgraded set of butterfly wings. While wearing the wings, you can cast a featherfall spell as a reaction. Once used this way, they lose their magic. Tiny paper pouch containing 8 bonbons. Each bonbon is magical and has the effect of a berry produced by the good berry spell. A book of 8 dirty jokes. A creature can read a joke to cast vicious mockery. Once a joke is read, it disappears from the book. A reusable witchlight themed water bottle. As an action, you can cast create or destroy water. Once used this way, it
Oh
loses
my
its
God.
magic.
Oh no.
So these are all 1 ticket prizes, right?
And it's still a it's still a witchlight bottle, so
Yeah. It's like
It's a marriage.
Yep. A small sparkly bell. You can use an action to ring it, and 1 creature of your choice can hear the ringing, provided it is within 600 feet of the bell and not deafened. No other creature can hear the ringing. Once it's used this way, it loses its magic. A magical yellow cloak. While holding the cloak, you can use an action to cast Unseen Servant, which occupies the cloak. After the spell ends, it ceases to be magical. A magical toy slingshot. As an action, you can cast Catapult. Slingshot breaks after it's been used this way. A wooden bottle of glue. This container holds enough liquid to cover glue in an area of 10 square feet. A creature that walks in the area must succeed on a strength saving throw or have its speed reduced to 0. The target can use its action to make a strength check to free itself, and then obviously the bottle has been used. You can. It's a 10 of 10 square feet. So what I'll rule, it's 2 squares essentially, right? So you can use it twice if you just want to cover 1 square. Or you could use 2 squares next to each other. So it's. Which is technically more than a square feet, but it's fine. A wooden wand with 8 charges. As an action, you can expend 1 charge to cast Prestidigitation. You cannot recharge it. A bottle of witchlight wine. While the bottle is uncorked, it plays calliope music until the bottle is empty of wine. A single application magic face paint. As an action, you can apply face paint to yourself and other creature. It gives a benefit from a disguise self spell for an hour or until you choose to end the effect. A cuddly toy spider. As an action, you can stroke the spider to gain the benefit of spider climb for an hour. Once used, it turns into a real spider and crawls away. Glove puppet in the shape of a wizard. As an action, you can move the puppet's arm to cast minor illusion. You can use it 3 times and then it disappears. You can have your current armor upgraded into armor of gleaming. It never gets dirty. Boots of false tracks. Only humanoids can wear boots, and you can make your tracks look like anything. A cloak of billowing. While wearing the cloak, you can use a bonus action to make it billow dramatically. Cloak of many fashions. While wearing the cloak, you can use a bonus action to change the style, color, and apparent quality of the garment. The cloak's weight does not change. Regardless of its appearance, it cannot be anything else but a cloak, although it can duplicate the appearance of other cloaks. It does not have any magical properties of other cloaks. It's 2 prizes. 4 prizes, Clockwork Amulet, so you can choose to roll a 10 once per day. Enduring Spellbook. A spellbook, along with anything written on the pages, cannot be damaged by fire or by immersion in water, and the spellbook does not deteriorate with age. Hat of Wizardry requires attunement. It's a whole thing. Read it.
Yeah.
2 prizes.
Yeah.
Mystery Key. There's a 5% chance it opens a lock when you try it, but then it stops working. Perfume of Bewitching. It's magical perfume, and it gives you advantage on charisma checks if the other creature has a challenge rating of 1 or lower. Pole of Angling. You can speak the command word and transform it into a fishing pole. Pole of Collapsing. You can speak the command word and it turns into a 10-foot pole, or it can be a 1-foot pole. For 6 prizes, you can get a Potion of Healing. For 1 prize, Staff of Bird Calls. You can make bird sounds with it. For 1 prize, Staff of Flowers. You can make flowers with it. For 1 prize, Walloping Ammunition. When you hit a creature, it must succeed on a strength save or be prone. Wand of Conducting. You can make music with it. Wand of Pyrotechnics. You can make fire with it. Charm Bracelet. This one is fun. I love this one. I made this one up. All the other ones are like things I found. Charm Bracelet. You attach magical charms to this bracelet, and the bracelet requires attunement. For every charm, the following is true. Once, you can use a bonus action to pull a charm from the charm bracelet and summon a beast. It is friendly to you and your companions and lasts until it's dropped to 0 hit points. So for 1... so there's lots of charms here, and essentially you can pay prizes to have more charms added to your bracelet, but it only requires attunement once. So you can summon an owl, a wolf, a panther, a goat, a dire wolf, giant goat, giant rat, a cat, a mastiff, giant badger, a velociraptor, a warhorse, a brown bear, giant eagle, a lion, or a tiger. But you can see that it's like more prizes the more good the animal is. Alright, Herbalist's Journal. If you spend 25 gold to make a healing potion, that healing potion restores 2d6 instead of 2d4.
Whoa.
Trap Dust. You can blow this dust from your hand, and in a 60-foot radius around you, spreading around corners, it outlines traps. Fanfare Blowgun. Requires attunement by a bard. This trumpet is also a blowgun if you are attuned to it, because you can use it as a trumpet and a blowgun. But if you're attuned to it and the blowgun hits, the target must also make a con save against your bard DC, or it will take an extra 1d6 thunder damage, which scales with cantrips.
I need it. I need it so much.
For 1 prize, you can get any cantrip spell scroll. For 2 prizes, you can get any first level spell scroll. For 4 prizes, you can get any second level spell scroll. And for 8 prizes, you can get any third level spell scroll.
Damn.
Then we have all the items that I've been adding in the train. It came from this fucky list that I've been sending you guys. So we have Hammer of Whispers, a silver hammer that is miraculously light. It has the finesse property, and anytime it hits, the target takes an extra 1d4 psychic damage. Hitting a target with the hammer produces no sound. Brittle armor, full plate or half plate, 6 prizes. Every time you take a critical hit, it suffers a -1 penalty. Rings of Lost and Found. 2 rings that always point at each other. -2 ammunition. You take a -2 penalty to hit and do damage with this somehow magical ammunition, meaning that if there's like creatures resistant to magical damage, they're not resistant to this, but you take a -2 penalty. Animated Shield has 3 uses only. You can use a bonus action to command it to sort of float around you, so that it would allow you to attack 2-handed or to use like a bow at the same time, and the shield sort of floats around you. But you can only use it 3 times. Arrow Attracting Shield. The magical shield that creates a 10-foot area around you, and any ammunition that would fly through this field is automatically redirected to you instead. Advised for tanks only. Bread of Force.
I'll have it.
It's not a bead of force, it's bread of force.
Bread
Bread of Force. You can throw it and it sort of creates a dust cloud of flour. Belt of Flump Strength. While attuned to the belt, your strength is 9. It looks like a flump. Boots of Rocket Speed. You can click them together to launch yourself forward. Anyone that's in your path as you launch yourself needs to make a dex save or take bludgeoning damage, but you take half of the total damage dealt to everyone in that line as well. There's also special rules if you hit like a wall or something. And it can use once per day. Bracers of Bow Throwing. While wearing these bracers, you have proficiency with longbow and shortbow. Unfortunately, the bracers cause you to believe that the bow itself is a projectile rather than an arrow. In a perplexing feat of physics, any attack that you make with the longbow or shortbow also launches the bow in the direction of your choosing at 20 feet. So you make an attack roll with the bow, but then also launch the bow itself. So you can make a normal attack roll as normal everything, but then also you make an additional attack roll for the bow, which can only go up to 20 feet away, and it causes 1d6 plus dexterity damage. And then you have to retrieve the bow, because then it's away from you. Bracers of Shattered Defense. The bracers give you +2 to armor class, but every time you get hit, it decreases by 1. Chime of Closing. Instead of a chime of opening, you chime it and it automatically closes something that is within 120 feet of you. It doesn't lock it, it just closes it. Gloves of Missile Snaring. Gloves of Missile Sharing. 3 uses. When a ranged weapon attack hits you while you're wearing them, the attack is then duplicated and extended up to 2 creatures of your choice within 30 feet of you. But it only has 3 uses and it requires attunement. Hammer of Nuts and Bolts. A poorly constructed rickety hammer that has 5 load-bearing nuts and or bolts. In addition to dealing an extra 1d6 thunder damage on a hit, each successful attack causes one of the nuts or bolts to jostle themselves loose. Once all of them are loose, it stops working. Headband of Stupidity. Your intelligence is 9. An IOU stone.
It's higher than mine.
An IOU. That's why I have it in there. An IOU stone. Your DM will inform you when to roll a D100. This will appear about twice per level. On a 100, an emissary of Ioun appears to you and will give you an Ioun stone. But it's now an IOU stone.
Wow.
And then the last one is the Oath Bow. I have more, but I didn't finish the list and then we started the session. The Oath Bow. When you knock an arrow, it will whisper in Elvish. To be fair, you have a fairly high IQ. You need to have a fairly high IQ to use this bow. When you use it and you make an attack, the arrow will always fly toward the creature with the lowest intelligence that is within 120 feet of you. If 2 or more creatures are tied for the lowest score, it selects one of them at random. This includes animals, allies, and the wielder of the bow itself. The arrow can curve and spin to hit its target, but an effect that would stop its momentum or block the immediate flight path, such as deflect missiles or protect fighting style, can still affect the arrow. But yeah, it ignores the effect of cover. So if like something is around the corner, you can still hit it, but it needs to be the thing with the lowest intelligence, otherwise it's gonna go somewhere else.
We can make a magic collapse with the oath bow and this missile attracting shield. Like you put that on a very smart character. It's like.
So thank you for coming to my TED Talk. These have been your prizes that you are actually playing for.
Okay.
May the odds be ever in your favor. Good luck. You can always share prize tickets. And I'm gonna probably add a few more. But yeah, you have access to this list, I believe. So you can always look it up here.
Small question about prizes. Are we able to win more times the same prize? Or is it all unique?
If multiple of your team would want it, it depends on the item, I guess. Because it's like, it's meant to be like fun items and not like, I'm gonna game the system, I'm gonna get 2 of these and 5 of these and it'll
No, it
break
was like,
people.
I mean, is there only one spell scroll or are there more spell
Oh, there are
scrolls
more
like
spell
that?
scrolls.
kind of?
Yeah. Definitely there are more, and more like charms and everything. Yep. There's one item that I wanted to put on here, but I'm looking at this list and it's not on here. It says Spyglass, and once per day you can activate it, and it shows you how things looked 10 minutes ago.
Ooh, that's...
Mm.
Ooh.
That, oh, if Willow had that, that would be so bad.
Oh, this is so cool. I'm obviously engulfed by the fanfare blowgun, but so many things there are amazing.
Yeah.
So the
Like-
headband
like-
of stupidity would not work on us because it
Yeah.
has no effect if your intelligence is already lower.
No. Oh, that,
No,
does
it
say
has
that?
no effect if your intelligence is higher.
Yeah, we could get smarter by the
Does
headband of
it say
stupidity.
lower?
9 or lower.
Oh yeah.
It has no effect on you if your intelligence is already 9 or lower.
Oh, it should be higher. It should be higher. The intention was for it to be higher. It's like, oh yeah, your intelligence it increases to 9, which is like only for people that, but very situationally, everyone has a 6 and something. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also I love the item you made. This little charm
I
bracelet.
like the charm bracelet.
That is actually an amazing item. Seriously. It is expensive with the whole thing with these things, but it's a great
but
item.
It's great.
Yeah, because first for 2 prize tickets you would need to get the bracelet, and then for like additional prizes you can get certain charms.
Yeah, it's great. It's an awesome item.
Mhm.
I have a lot of tickets.
I don't have anything.
Get punch.
There's some that are like so for our characters. Like I feel like the Hammer of Whispers. I think
Whispers.
that's
Like that one.
amazing for Fletcher because it's a finesse hammer, which is amazing.
Mhm.
And I need that wand of conducting and that trumpet. It's so cool.
There are too many good things on there.
I really
knew
like
I
the
loved
cloak of many
Carnival.
fashions. I really.
It's so cool. Everything is. I love this carnival.
Also,
segment.
imagine that any clothing has like Witchlight Carnival merchandise, you know, like
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
the thing about Cloak for Many Fashions, you can make it look like anything.
Yeah.
By default, it looks like a Witchlight Carnival cloak, but you can make it look like
Mhm.
anything. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and one of the cutest ones, the Rings of Lost and Found. I love these.
Yeah, that's
They
very.
always point at each other. I love them.
I think
Thank you.
we all should buy them.
Yeah,
we
to
should
not
buy
get
them.
You
lost
just have
from each
5
other.
rings around each of
Yeah.
your fingers that each point at one of the other party members at all times.
We just put 5 rings on Blossom, and everyone takes 1 ring. Blossom when she goes away. Again.
Alright, but with that, we're gonna wrap up for tonight because we're looking at 2.5 hours at this point. I want to thank you all for watching, and we will see you hopefully next week if nothing goes wrong. And don't forget to roll for frog. I hope Martina's
What up?
alright. Bye bye.
Bye bye.